Good morning. In these few minutes, I would like to present to you the experience of Caisse d'économie solidaire Desjardins, a financial cooperative in Quebec. I will start with a little history of the Caisse d'économie solidaire. The origin goes back to the creation of the first Caisse populaire by Alphonse Desjardins in the 19th. At that time, the labor movement was developing. In 1923, we have the creation of the first People Credit Union. After the Second World War, labor and cooperative movement grew across Quebec, creating a need for new financial tools for workers. The Caisse d'économie solidaire Desjardins was officially founded in 1971, driven by André Laurent at the CSN. CSN is the largest union federation in Quebec. The Caisse d'économie solidaire have been created with a clear mandate: support collective initiative, cooperative, non-profit, union, and social economy rather than traditional finance growth. The present day, the Caisse d'économie solidaire is the result of 8 mergers with Caisse populaire and credit union between 1923 and today. The last merger was with the Caisse Desjardins du Chaînon to reinforce its union roots, foundation, and expanding its scope for action. The Caisse have begun in Quebec. The leaders of the financial institute dedicate only on social economy and responsible investment, serving more than 22,000 members. Why Caisse d'économie solidaire? To foster financial autonomy and economic development through the empowerment of members and citizens initiative. To help build a plural economy that contributes to countering the excess of the capitalist model. To spearhead a support collective initiative that are complementary to the social action of trade union and a social movement. To offer customized and specialized finance solutions that meet the need of its members. To participate also actively in the social dialogue. I can say that simply because we care about people, the environment, and businesses that contribute to the well-being of our communities. Now, let's talk about some facts about the Caisse d'économie solidaire. We have 22,000 members. These members are divided in two: 17,000 citizen members and about 5,000 business organization members. We have 4 billion in business volume. We also have 2.4 billion in asset, 2.1 billion in saving, 1.6 billion in loan, 2.9 million in return to members and community. In this slide, I want to show you the summary of our intermediary role. On your left, you can see the savers, citizen, nonprofit, union, cooperative, and in your right, you can see the borrowers. So the savers deposit their money in the cash, and we finance the borrowers. I especially love this diagram. It shows us the trajectory of the money because our members want to know where goes their money. If you look at the diagram, you can see at your left the deposit of our members. I want you to look with me at your right. You will see that the money from our members go to the well-being, to the culture and heritage, social housing, inclusion, equity, labor. So it's very, very easy for us to show our members when you deposit your money in the Caisse d'économie solidaire, you can see where it's go after. This second diagram shows you a complementary financial leverage in our case. We also have free money to support projects in the community. This year, we have about 5.6 million that goes to the community's project. You can see that we finance inclusive economy, cultural vitality, social engagement and community housing, also health and wellness, education and democracy. What is the Caisse d'économie solidaire unique relevance? First, an alternative bank that puts finance at the service of the common good. The only financial cooperative in Quebec that practices solidarity finance. It supports the social economy across the entire province of Quebec. It responds to needs that traditional banks do not support. A unique level of transparency among financial institutions in Quebec. Measurable impact. Twice a year, we publish a bulletin called Where Does Your Money Goes? That shows exactly how members' savings are used for positive impact. Why we remain relevant today? Finance explicitly dedicates to social and collective benefits. We align capital with social priorities, not just profit. Expertise, specialization in social economy and community housing to enable financing of projects that traditional banks avoid. Governance, member-owned, democratic decision-making, build trust, accountability, and long-term relevance. Transparency, clear reporting on where members' money goes. Response to demand for responsible and ethical finance. Impact, transform saving into tangible community outcomes. Prove finance can be both sustainable and transformative. How can a value-based financial cooperative be sustainable? First, members' ownership and mission-driven strategy. Governance ensured in members, citizen, union, co-op, align capital with purpose over the long term. Second, prudence, mission-aligned portfolio. 2.1 billion in deposit and 1.6 billion in loan to association, to cooperative, to social and community housing, health, and inclusion sectors. Diversify impact sector, reduce risk. Community housing, culture, local development, health, and inclusion spread exposure while deepening social value. Responsible investment at scale, 1.1 billion managed in social return portfolios and sustainable fund, fosters resilience and attracts value-driven members. Ecosystem leverage, collective dividend, donation, sponsorship, and external fund create non-financial return and strengthen members. And finally, partnership and innovation. Bespoke financial engineering, example, La Garantie Solidaire, unlocks projects that conventionally finance cannot, while sharing risk. The government of Quebec is also known because the government have created in an environment to support cooperative. Here are some key points. Define financial cooperative like CAS, Federation, as members, owners, institution with an economic and social mission. Core cooperative rules. One member, one vote. no proxy voting, mandatory general reserve, allocation of excess earnings. Mission: receive deposit, grant credit, offer service, promote financial and cooperative education, support local development. Federation: coordinate and supervise members' case, ensuring prudential compliance and protection of members. Autorité des marchés financiers, it's a provincial regulator, oversees compliance and may issue orders in case of defiances. The success of the Caisse d'économie solidaire Desjardins in Quebec, the continuation of this partnership can be seen in the Plan d'action gouvernemental en économie sociale. The government vision is to position social economy enterprise as essential players in the social economic vitality of Quebec. Social Economy Act, which recognized the contribution of the social economy to Quebec's development. The action plan outlines 3 strategic objectives. First, to mobilize social economy entrepreneurs to increase their response to the needs of population. Simulate the innovation of social economy enterprise in their business practice and investments. Promote collective entrepreneurship as a means of creating wealth for the common good. According to the action plan, the 4 priorities of the future are responding demographic challenges, innovation and technologies, food autonomy, the circular economy, and the environment. If you want financial cooperative to grow, you have to also think about we also think about planned action like this. Add to that, we can also find in Quebec a financial and strategy ecosystem supporting cooperative and non-profits. We can talk about lobby groups, investors, social business support structures, research institutes, founders, network of organizations, and network of associations. Challenges for the Caisse d'économie solidaire ongoing forward. We are facing many challenges. First, growing while staying true to its mission. Second, financing large and complex projects. Attracting and retaining specialized talents. Remaining relevant in financial market transformed by new technology. Growing the membership, and then mobilizing members. I think that are the key challenges for us. In conclusion, I can say that Quebec is focused on having one of the world's most dynamic and plural economies. Governments at all levels in Quebec have a history of strategy partnership with individual, cooperative, and associative entrepreneurs. Desjardins and the Caisse d'économie solidaire have been able to take advantage of this approach by positioning themselves as a cooperative intermediary by and for its members. The Caisse is gaining momentum because its mission, values, and action continue to align with those of its members.